Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing the game Meet Your Maker and we're in the workshop. Now I pre-built the structure this time around to save you all some time so you don't have to watch the idiot Tarkus just put blocks on the map. So I pre-made it so that I would save some time here. I'm going to actually showcase two trap placement strategies today in this video, and these two things I'm going to show you have had success, and every scenario in this game, it's hit and miss depending on what player's coming after you. And so you're not going to get, just like in a fun house, you're not going to get everyone with every gimmick or scare. You're going to try to get as many numbers as you can with traps that seem to work, and I'm just going to share these two things with you today. The first trap combo, I call it the spark plug because it just reminds me of that placement. So forget everything in the back of this room. We're looking at this hole right here. So at the very bottom is I'm going to actually take it out. I've capped the bottom so people can't fall through it. Then what you want to do is you want to put a corrosive cube in, and then you want to put in a hollow cube. And at the top of this trap, you put this trap. So the pit trap with this trap. And if they end up going in there, they're pretty much dead. They're dead because they got to get out of the cube to not die down there. So the first thing they're going to do is jump out or grapple out, and it's going to grab them right into there. Now, they might just run up, destroy that, and then trigger that and say, oh, well, good luck, good luck with that little trick. But that's why I've got this noise in this room, because these guys are the bread and butter of this trick, this gotcha trap. Is because if I can get him in here, it's pretty much a guaranteed dead. Unless they pop the shield when they fall. I mean, not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed in this game. They could pop a shield or do something to get out of there, but you can see how devastating this is going to be for anyone that goes in there. It's going to take them off their game. On the top here, I've put a distraction mob, a fodder is what I call him, Mr. Fodder. I want him to die. I've got a dead man switch on him. And when he dies, he's going to fall into the room with his dead man switch. So if somebody jumps up to attack him, then jumps down, jumps up, or shoots him and is up here, then or try to run it, to rush it, and shoot him and rush it, it falls on him. It's just an added thing to the map to force people, because they see danger right here, right? So the first thing you want to do is go into the corner so you're not being hit by that mob. And well, actually, I gotta put a wall on the outside of that, but I put that there purposely because if they skirt that side too much, they'll go into it. But here, I want them to feel safe to come to the sides, to get out of that line of sight. And by doing that, I force them more apt to go into this trap when they try to deal with these things in the back. So, and the fact being these items in the back are at an angle. So you got to kind of go at an angle if you want to manually destroy them with a sword. So, this gimmick's not going to work for everyone, but it's a good setup. And then I've got a piston trap here that is going off so that it kind of stops people from speed running it. And these traps can be any trap. This could be a bolt trap with seeking. I mean, that's the beauty of the game, is if you find that, maybe putting this in with Hunter, projectiles home in on the target, maybe that. But the thing about with that is it's kind of one and done. It's going to go off. At least with what I like about the Infernos or the Incinerators is they keep on going and going and going. And it would be a little bit of noise here. The other option you got too is to, put, not these traps here, but put spike traps on this side for the same reason I told you about how they come in here and they're like, okay, I'll go around this corner to get out of that mob's line of sight, and then whammo. But really, this thing is about getting people into here. Now, you could probably figure out a better plan than I've laid out here to get people in those pits. But do keep in mind, the reason why we're not doing it across the floor is because Harvey's got to have a valid path to get, to get to the Genmat, right? I mean, he's got to have a valid path. So you could either put the 2 pits here and then put the Harvey path over here. I mean, that's another way that you could probably do it, you know, to almost guarantee they go in. I mean, because, I mean, I thought this would give me the best coverage by just the way people might think about wanting to tackle coming at these at an angle. But I guess you could move this spark plug trap to this square here and move this square to here, and you'd be good to go. So that's that I wanted to go over today. And the next thing I want to go over is your exit. Now, this is a kind of sneaky thing. I don't like doing it all that much. Actually, I've only done it once, and I stopped doing it because it was cheeky. So if you build your base like this, how I've built it, and maybe give it some ambiance on the decor that gives it that what you see here. So these don't stand out. I mean, that's what's great about it. And did I put the right traps in here? I don't think I did. So what I wanted, yeah, I did. Okay, I want the bolt shots. So I want the bolt shots. I want them on Hunter, and I want them on second wave. I want to put them on Hunter and second wave, and put them on Hunter and second wave. And I call this the thanks for coming trap. You know, it's like you come to my house, you're leaving, thanks for coming. And what most raiders don't see, because you've put this trap here, and they're like, okay, I'm out, I'm good, wham, tham, thank you, ma'am, you're dead right about right here, without them realizing that you just killed them with these second wave traps with Hunter. So I call it thank you for coming. That's what I call this combo. It's devastating. Now I saw another YouTuber use this, and he hadn't given it a name, but I have to give everything a name. That's just the way I am. And I saw it about a month ago, and I was like, you know, I don't know if I want to tell people about this because it is it's kind of hurtful, because the person is like right out the door. They're off to the races. They believe they got you. And then you hit them with this combo. And it can be very, very devastating. Not to your numbers. Oh God, not to your numbers, but to any Raiders numbers. All right. Well, those are the 2 traps I wanted to show you today in this workshop video. Have some happy gaming, and I want to thank you for joining me. And this has been the Tarkus Zone.